What's up? Play Sports Gamer here, and I got a video on Microsoft Xbox raising prices. That comes to no surprise given market conditions, but I still don't like it. We all know why they're doing it now. But first, I appreciate a like on this video, as well as a subscription if you will, and a comment below on what you think about the Xbox raising prices. Here we go with the article. Xbox Series X and Game Pass are raising prices to match PS5. So the console is raising prices. It's not in every market, just in some markets. Of course not in the US, because they know that's where the bulk of their sales come from. And they're already hurting selling consoles as compared to the PS5. PS5 could raise prices because people are still going to buy it. PlayStation is highly regarded among video game players in the world, much better than the Xbox. That came to no surprise that PlayStation 5 raised prices. But now Xbox is raising prices. It doesn't make sense because they are well behind in console sales. This will only hurt, not help, console sales. But let's read the article. Microsoft will raise the price of its more powerful Xbox Series X console in certain countries around the world and increase costs of the monthly Game Pass Ultimate subscription by $2. It confirmed in a statement to The Verge. The hikes come after Sony made a similar move with the PlayStation 5 in 2022. While the Xbox Series X will remain $500 for the disc version in the US, it's going up to $550 in Europe, $650 in Canada, $800 in Australia, beginning on August 1st in their own currencies. On July 6th, the price of Game Pass will jump from $10 to $11 worldwide, while the cost of Game Pass Ultimate increased from $15 to $17. PC Game Pass, where Microsoft has been gaining the most subscribers recently, remained at $10 a month, only because they raised it from $5 to $10 previously, so they just keep it at $10. The news comes as Microsoft prepares to settle a legal fight with the Federal Trade Commission over its plans to acquire Activision Blizzard, and it prepares to release Starfield day and date on Game Pass. Like I said, they wouldn't dare raise prices in the US on the console, so they kept it as is. If you look at it, Game Pass will jump $1 and Ultimate will jump up $2. A lot of people around, including me, will say, no big deal. I'll accept this raise in prices. It's not going to set me back too much. And everyone knows why they're doing it now, because the developers are finally starting to release games. We got Starfield in September. We got Forza Motorsport in October, along with some third-party developers going on the Game Pass. So I'm sure they were thinking, Phil Spencer, Satya Nadella were thinking, we're going to get a lot more Game Pass subscribers, so there's going to be a lot more revenue. So let's raise prices now to gain that revenue from the Game Pass subscribers being added because of those games. I assume 2024 will be a big year for Xbox. It should be. We got Avowed and Senua's Saga, and I'm sure there'll be a few more games towards the end of the year. And I'm assuming they make more deals with third-party developers to add games to Game Pass. And they're banking on Activision Blizzard finally being completed. So they're thinking, we're going to get a ton more Game Pass subscribers. The past 2 years, it's been a disappointment, the numbers they've been adding. The subscribers have been going up, but they've been going up not as fast as they had hoped. And they're thinking it's going to be an explosion with all these games being added. But the thing is, I hope people are not going to get accustomed to these raising prices, because I think they're going to raise prices again. Maybe not in 2024, but I think they're going to raise prices in 2025. And in all honesty, they should have gave money back to the people the way Game Pass has been running the last 2 years. It's been crap, with just independent games basically being added to Game Pass. But they would never do that. And I would hope someone would explain to me why PCs are cheaper. Like PC Game Pass is cheaper. PC game releases money-wise are cheaper. I don't understand that. Why PC is cheaper. Please explain that to me. So let's continue with the article. We've held on our prices for consoles for many years and have adjusted the prices to reflect the competitive conditions in each market. These Game Pass price adjustments are not related to the Activision Blizzard deal and are intended to match local market conditions. Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer hinted that these price increases were coming last October. We've held price on our console, we've held price on our games, and our subscription. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever. I do think at some point we'll have to raise some prices on certain things. That line kills me. Like, this whole paragraph kills me because they all know components for the consoles get cheaper over time. They're cheaper to make, and they finally get like a profit on their consoles later in the console life. Pretty much BS that, oh, we held prices on our consoles, now's the time to raise it. Well, your console making is cheaper, so they should hold firm on their console prices. In market conditions, people are struggling out there. People are living paycheck to paycheck because everything is going up. So you just compound with their raises in utility prices and food prices. Let's just compound it and raise prices on our consoles also, so people could hurt more. That's good thinking. That's for the consumer, right, Phil? No, that's for the company's bottom line, of course. Money is power. After marking the cheaper Xbox Series X down to just $250 for the holiday last year, it's now back at full $300 price. New Xbox blockbusters like Redfall and Starfield, I wouldn't call blockbuster Redfall, meanwhile, have been raised to the $70 price point that's quickly becoming standard for next-gen releases, which doesn't affect if you have Game Pass. And rather than offer an improved console at a lower price, Microsoft recently announced a new, more expensive carbon black Xbox Series S with the 1TB SSD for $350. The increased price of Game Pass would be a tougher pill for some players to swallow, even if the September launch of Starfield might briefly dull the bad taste. Similar subscription services in the streaming world like Netflix, Max, Disney Plus have all raised prices in the last year, and Sony's own competitor program, PlayStation Plus, rolled out additional more expensive tiers in 2022 that it now says are the popular as the base subscription. As I said, everything is getting raised in prices, and it's hurting the consumer. Yes, they're matching market conditions technically because everything is getting raised in prices. But I wish these companies, and I know they won't because money is everything. They just think of the consumer and maybe hold firm for a little bit. Let their big releases like Starfield and Forza come. Maybe they'll get like a ton more subscribers as opposed to maybe a little more because of the raised prices. What these companies don't understand is, and the government doesn't understand, if you have low taxes, low costs, more people will buy, more people will invest. They'll have more money in their pockets. They'll buy more consumables if they keep costs low, taxes low. But these companies and the government doesn't understand that. All they see is, oh, we raise taxes, we get more revenue, which is not always the case. When they lowered taxes a couple of years ago, the government actually got more money because people were spending more. People were earning more. Companies don't understand that, and Xbox doesn't understand that. Prices are gonna get raised on Game Pass. I honestly was thinking about dropping Game Pass, not because of the price raise, but because of the lack of quality games going on the service. But you know what kept me on Game Pass is EA's Play, because I play a lot of their games. That's what kept me on, and I'll probably stay on because of Starfield, and I'll accept these price raises. Hear me now, I bet in 2025 you're going to see another price raise, maybe $2, maybe $3, maybe $5 more. And let's see what quality games Xbox is going to add in 2024 and early 2025. So let me know what you guys think about this. And as always, I appreciate a like, a subscription, and a comment below. Thanks. See ya.